I've been an At Games fan for some time, and I've always enjoyed their tournaments and try my best to make the leaderboards. So when they announced they'll be at the Cleveland Gaming Classic, I knew for me, in the words of John Denver,
I'm leaving on a jet plane.
decided to get in a little early before the Classic because according to Drew Carey, Cleveland rocks. And I would agree, Cleveland does rock. And it's not just the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that makes this place great. There are awesome views downtown, and this place is a huge baseball supporter of the Indians. Oops, sorry, Guardians? An overlooked place to check out is the West Side Market, where you can get your vegetables and protein, but you can also get pastries. Look at that cinnamon bread. And if you didn't know, the house from the movie Christmas Story is located here. Not only you can tour the house, you can even spend the night here. Now, I didn't spend the night, nor did I take the tour, so I decided to get off 11th Street before someone decides to shoot my eye out. So I drove to Memphis.
Thank you very much. And oh God.
No, not that Memphis, but Memphis Street in Cleveland. This is where another hidden gem of Video Game Connection is located. Now, don't let the outside fool you, as it looks like an adult bookstore from 1993, but once you walk through that door, you will feel like you have transported to a game store from 1993. This place is filled with retro video games for all consoles, real arcade games, and neat retro toys. And the owner Mike stated he has been in business for 30 years and he has his own personal collection that he's not going to sell, so the things he does sell is priced to move. It's getting later in the day and I'm getting hungry, so I decided to check out the famous Melt Bar and Grill. These cheese sandwiches and craft beers are life-changing. They even have a special club where people get the Melt tattoo. I elected for the half Cleveland cheesesteak sandwich with fries, and it was good. I highly recommend it. So with a full belly, it's time to enjoy the Gaming Classic. This was my first time attending anything like this, so I did not know what to expect. But when you first walked in, you were greeted either with your living room or someone you knew's living room from 1985. And I think 1985 was the theme, as the Back to the Future car was here like it was 1985. And the games, there were tons of arcade games to play, pinball tables, and a sea of old school CRT TVs, and a few old computers to play all the retro gaming consoles. And if you were more of a board game person, they had a spot for that as well that included Jenga on steroids. New Wave Toys was here with their cigarette USB themed chargers, and if you're not a smoking fan, you could choose the Artomat, which is a vending machine that would vend art supplies. But these are the life-size versions, and New Wave is all about the mini versions, and the level of details on their toys is simply remarkable. And just around the corner is At Games, and it was so exciting to see so many new people being introduced to the world of home arcade and pinball. And if this is your first time about hearing of At Games, I'll leave a link below to their website, as their products will open the door for you to be able to play thousands of games and pinball at home and the ability to compete online tournaments. The Gaming Classic also had tournaments like Smash and Techno Football. And speaking of Techno Football, this is the reason we have the Gaming Classic. It started 10 years ago with 8 people playing a tournament in their house that involved playing to bars and event halls and on to what it is today. Video games and pinball tables allow us to escape everything, even just for a few moments. As I was walking around observing the people, that is exactly what I saw, young and old. There were no Kevins or Karens, there were no politics. It was just people, a few robots, escaping, letting loose, having a good time. As I watched a Teletubby have a shootout, I figured there's no way I'm going to top this. It was time to go home. So thank you, Cleveland Gaming Classic. You've come a long ways. And thank you for watching this video. If you haven't yet, please click like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the leaderboards.